Hi, everyone. Bobbie LaPorte here again with my weekly leadership tip for 2023 called It's Race Day, where I help you close the gap between thinking and doing. You know, there's a time to train and there's a time to race. So I'm sure I don't have to remind you about how challenging the last 3 years have been across all the domains of our lives. And the change and uncertainty is going to continue, both at the macro environmental level and also on the ground in your company. And we're reminded of this almost every day as more and more companies cut costs and people. You know, as leaders, we may believe that by now we are change hardy, but often we are not. And one of the changes that can rock even the most experienced leader is unexpectedly getting a new boss. So what do you do if the person you report to suddenly changes? Maybe you weren't the biggest fan of this person, that's possible, but maybe you did have a solid relationship with him, that he was a big supporter of yours, that he actively advocated for you and your team, that he was somebody that you could learn from. So now you're back to square one. You are alone on the island. So what's your next move? Well, do you hesitate? Not sure how to approach your new boss? You try to stay off the radar until maybe he approaches you? Or do you think that if you can just wait a while, he'll settle in and that somehow things will return to some form of normal like they were before? Hey, look, you can't blame PTSD on this type of reaction. You know better. So when this happens, you need to act and develop a plan to take advantage of this situation. So consider this. How would you define your team's value contribution to the organization? What are you and your team working on that he should know about? What insights do you have about the leadership team and other internal relationships that can be critical to his agenda? This is the perfect time to close the gap between thinking and doing. So let me share what I think is a relevant personal story from my Ironman experience. Our training program, ramping up to race day, is 9 months long. That's plenty of time to build the physical and mental mindset to prepare for race day. And we prepare for most contingencies, but you never know what's going to happen. And in one of my races, they changed the route for the run portion of the race, the morning of the race. Now, my first reaction was one of panic. I don't like surprises that throw me off my plan. I knew the course. I had planned for how I was going to manage myself on it. I had actually trained on the run course. Now, all that planning was thrown out the window. It's still the same distance. It's a marathon, yeah, but the unknown can be scary and paralyzing. But it was race day. So I had no choice but to rely on my training, my self-confidence, the resilience I had built up during the course of the last 9 months, through all the surprises and detours along the way. Here was an opportunity for me to put all my preparation, my self-knowledge, my skills into play, to just go for it, to look at this unexpected change from a let's see what's possible standpoint. And with a new boss, you need to do the same. There's a time to train and there's a time to race. So remember, it's race day. All right, everyone, I will see you next Monday. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you then.